So we have a question that we ended class with, and then just I think the entire internet broke for half a second. But let's tackle this. I'm going to post this up. If I give you the function g of x is equal to negative 2x squared plus 12x minus 11, write the equation in the form g of x is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k, then give the vertex of its graph. Now, there are two ways to tackle this. First off, this form is called vertex form. Okay? And it's called vertex form because the vertex has the coordinates h, comma, k. So if you can find the vertex and the leading coefficient, you can rewrite a quadratic equation in vertex form. So there's two ways to do it. The way that I think everybody will like or tolerate, and then the other way. So to get it in vertex form, I need A, and I need the vertex. Do I know A? Yeah. A is negative 2. So I've got that part down. Do I know the vertex? Not yet. So I need to find it. Well, how do I find the vertex? Well, it's negative b over 2a. That is negative 12 over 2 times negative 2, which is negative 12. Negative 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. Negative 3 is 3. So there's the x coordinate of my vertex. And then what is the y coordinate? I take what I found as the x coordinate of the vertex. I plug it into the original function. And I find I have 2. X doesn't get to live here anymore because now I have something in place of it. 3 squared plus 12 times 3 minus 11. And order of operations says I have to do this squaring first. And then I can multiply. Negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. Negative 18 plus 36 is positive 18. Positive 18 minus 11 is 7. So I now have the vertex of this parabola as the point 3, 7. So I know the vertex. I know the leading coefficient, or I know A. So g of x, I need to write it in the form a times x minus h squared plus k. Well, a is negative 2. H is the x coordinate of the vertex. And then k is the y coordinate. All right, so that's the first way you can do this problem. The other way you can do it is by completing the square. By completing the square. All right, so let's get our original function again. Negative 2 x squared plus 12x minus 11. Now, if I want to complete the square, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out whatever the leading coefficient is, and I'm going to factor it out of all of the terms. All right, so my leading coefficient here is -2. So I'm going to pull that out, and that's going to leave me with x squared. 12 divided by -2 is -6. -2 divided into -11 becomes plus 11 over 2. All right, so I have pulled that out, and I'll tell you what, let's just make life easier right here. All the terms that have x in it, let's pull that out, and then all of those that don't, let's just leave them alone, because I'm going to have to redistribute if I don't. Now, completing the square, you can see I have two terms. Now, x squared is by itself, which is what I wanted, and then I have a minus 6x. So to complete the square, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the coefficient of b, I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to square it. And every time I do that, I'm guaranteed that I will have a perfect square trinomial. All right? So I'm going to add -6 divided by 2 squared inside the parentheses. And now you're thinking like me, you can't just add something. Yes, you can, as long as you subtract it too. What does that mean? It means this. So x squared minus 6x, and then here's my piece. I'm going to take -6. I'm going to divide it in half, and then I'm going to square it. Okay? Now, I have added this term. I added it inside the parentheses. So, what I need to do is then immediately turn around and subtract it. Minus -6 divided by 2 squared, and then minus 11. Now, these three terms, I'm not going to fill it out over here, but I want you to take a look. Plus 9. -6 divided by 2 is -3. -3 squared is 9. So that's plus 9 minus 9 minus 11. X squared minus 6x plus 9 is a perfect square. That factors. So can I make this -9 go away? I can, and what I'm going to do is selectively distribute. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out. -9, a -2 times -9. So I'm going to leave everything else inside, x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus -2 times -9. 2 x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus 18 minus 11. So I can't factor it right here because I have 4 terms, but that -9, once I got it outside, this is a perfect square. And this is exactly what we expect to happen each time. All right, what is the perfect square? That's x minus 3 quantity squared. And then 18 minus 11 is 7. And then everything should look familiar here. The vertex, 3, 7. A is -2. So those are the two ways to tackle it. But that's how you go from your standard form for for a quadratic to vertex form.